This morning, a dramatic sign-off fit for Sin City. Las Vegas's iconic Tropicana Hotel coming down in spectacular fashion. The implosion marking the end of an era on the Vegas Strip. When the hotel debuted in 1957, it was dubbed the Tiffany of the Strip for its lavish decor and star-studded guests like Elizabeth Taylor, Frank Sinatra, and Sammy Davis Jr.
Did the Strip look anything like it does today when the Tropicana first opened?
Not at all. Not at all. It was really bringing, something elevated to Las Vegas.
It was even the first to bring Vegas the famous feather showgirls when it opened the legendary Folies Bergère. The Trop also a fixture in pop culture, appearing in Elvis Presley's Viva Las Vegas, The Godfather,
Welcome to Las Vegas,
and as a James Bond favorite in Diamonds Are Forever.
I hear that the Hotel Tropicana is quite comfortable.
But after 67 years, General Manager Eric Knowles says the beloved resort has dealt its final hand.
It's a bit emotional, but bittersweet.
The closure making way for a new vision in Vegas. The property set to become the site of a new MLB stadium for the A's, who are joining the Golden Knights, the Raiders, and the Aces as part of the city's big bet on sports entertainment.
What does the implosion celebration symbolize to you?
I think it's like the mythological phoenix. It's in the fire, something else is reborn. This is a welcome to the baseball team for the A's, as well as a farewell to the Tropicana.
We've been loading explosives since Tuesday morning.
Hours before, we were given exclusive access to the blast zone with the duo behind the show.
What does it take to implode two 23-story buildings of steel?
Forethought. Forethought, a lot of insurance.
And 2,000 pounds of explosives.
A little bit. It makes a little difference.
All in all, the implosion lasting less than 30 seconds as the Tropicana's nearly 7 decades of history
Just like that, they're gone.
goes out with a bang.
Now, guys.
That breaking news, Hurricane Milton has made landfall, and it has made a dent. Look at this. We're taking a live look now at Tropicana Field. The roof ripped right off of the stadium there. And this is just what we're beginning to see as we're starting to really get a sense of the extent of the damage.
Well, there you have it, decoders. 2 different Tropicana buildings destroyed on the same day. One of them a premeditated implosion, and another a natural implosion, right? So again, ask yourself what the chances are that the Tropicana in Las Vegas goes down and the Tropicana in Tampa gets destroyed. So this is what we're going to cover. We're going to cover all the stuff we've been talking about in my last few decodes. We're going to bring it into the prophecy of the world stage and the Bible setting up this revealing. Okay, so let's just jump right into why this happened and what I think this is really all about, the symbolism. Okay, so a couple themes to keep in mind as we go through this decode. The first is the devil, the Satan, paradise lost, the serpent, the devil's advocate. I've been talking about the devil's advocate in my last few decodes. You got that one, and then you have the oranges, okay? Tropicana, orange juice, the oranges, Trump, the Godfather, which is famous for its oranges, and the mob. And then the other one is the destruction of towers, the destruction of temples, and its connection, okay? So we're just going to keep those things in mind as we go through. Now, again, as the videos you just watched, that's what this slide is about. The implosion, the premeditated implosion of the Tropicana Casino on the same day that the damage of the Tropicana Field. And don't overlook, guys, that the Tropicana Casino was imploded to make way for a baseball stadium. And the Tropicana Field that got damaged was a baseball stadium, okay? So there's a huge baseball riddle here, but we're not going to get into it right now. Now, let's talk about the obvious stuff. It's not a coincidence that the hurricane destroyed the Tropicana Field, because hurricane is a 3-cipher match to hurricane. Hurricane, Tropicana, 3-cipher match. Okay? Also, the number 97 here is very important. Okay? Because not only does hurricane equal 97, not only does Tropicana equal 97, but Tropicana orange juice equals 97, and the roof, the Tropicana roof equals 97, okay? Not a coincidence. All those things equal 97, right? Now, more 97s, because yesterday, when this roof and this building was imploded, was the birthday of Yale University. Now, Yale University is the location of the secret society that George W. Bush was in, Skull and Bones, otherwise known as the Brotherhood of Death, and in Gematria, Brotherhood of Death equals 97 in the same cipher as Tropicana Field roof. And of course, on Yale's birthday, where the Brotherhood of Death is located, you have the Tropicana Field roof being destroyed. And that's the direct match to Tropicana, Hurricane, Tropicana Orange Juice, and Tropicana Field roof. Okay, what are the chances? Okay. Now, the other big number here, as I talked about in my last decodes, is the 83. And that all goes back to the devil, guys. The devil is 83, right, in Gematria. So all these things are connected to the 83. And why? Because yesterday was the day in the year that leaves 83 days in the year. So it was about the devil on the day leaving 83 days in the year. Okay? The word flood also equals 83 in the same cipher as devil. Now, the hurricane that hit yesterday was Milton, which equals 83. I told you it was the birthday of Yale, where the Brotherhood of Death is. They equal 83. The Yale University itself equals 83. And in the garden where the devil tempts in the Paradise Lost. Now, remember, Paradise Lost is written by John Milton about the devil in the garden where they eat the forbidden fruit, which equals 83. Okay? Now, Paradise Lost is written by John Milton. The Devil's Advocate movie with Al Pacino plays John Milton, who is Satan or the devil, right? So this connects with Paradise Lost and John Milton, and then John Milton in The Devil's Advocate. And don't overlook, Devil's Advocate equals 83, like Milton, like Flood, like Devil, like Brotherhood of Death, like Yale University, like Forbidden Fruit, all 83, okay? And all this happened on the day leaving 83 days in the year. That's why this number is so important. Now, not only that, but the stadium that collapsed, or the roof, on the 83 days left in the year that was tied to the devil, right? The team that plays there is the Rays. Now, this team used to be called the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. You guys see the joke? The stadium that literally the roof collapsed used to be known as the Devil Rays, which I told you this is all about the devil. And the Tampa Bay Devil Rays equals 83, of course, right? And this was in St. Petersburg, because there's a whole St. Peter riddle here, but I'm not going to get into it. Maybe in another decode. Now, that's how we're going to come all together, guys. We're going to bring it all together here. Now, Al Pacino is the one who plays Satan, John Milton. Remember, it's Hurricane Milton, right? He plays John Milton and Satan in The Devil's Advocate, right? Now, The Devil's Advocate connects to Pacino, who plays Satan. Now, he also plays the Godfather, okay? Godfather, just look at the Godfather as Satan, right? Notice the puppet on a string, right? Now, in the Godfather movies, when you see an orange, it means a tragedy is coming. And of course, Tropicana Field collapses on the Devil Day with all the 83s, Devil's Advocate 83, Devil 83, and the orange juice, right? And Trump is known as the Orange Man. So this is where we're going to bring in Trump, right? Because Trump, known as the Orange, Florida is the orange state, the Tropicana Orange Stadium roof gets destroyed, and Al Pacino is all connected to this because he's John Milton, who's Satan, and he also plays the Godfather, where the oranges represent tragedy, okay? And in the Godfather, in the Devil's Advocate movie, Trump, again the Orange Man, he let them use his Trump Tower. Right here it says Donald Trump's private residential multi-level apartment at Trump Tower was used in this scene. And right here, Devil's Advocate film, Donald Trump, New York City penthouse as chosen as Satan's home. So literally, Trump's home was chosen to be Satan's home. And you can see how extravagant it was, right? Again, I just told you the devil's advocate, Al Pacino. Al Pacino leads us to the Godfather, which is the Don, like Donald. And the devil's advocate was shot as the devil's home is in Donald Trump's penthouse. Okay? So you can't get any more obvious than that. And in the Godfather, again, connected to when you see oranges in the Godfather, it means a death is coming. Okay? And there's something in the Godfather wiki called Tropicana. Well, that's because if you guys watched the first video of this video I just presented, where they said that the casino, the Tropicana casino, was used as the Godfather movie. You see that there's a Godfather wiki where you can look that they used that very thing that they collapsed yesterday. Okay, they used it in the Godfather Part 2. Okay, so there's your connection to both the Devil's Advocate movie with Al Pacino and Trump, and now the Godfather movie with Al Pacino and Trump, and the collapse of the casino. Okay, and that brings us to what a video I did a few weeks back. Okay, 2 weeks ago, I did a video on how Trump was connected to the orange juice, which was connected to this album cover of Supertramp, and Supertramp with the orange juice in front of the towers, showing the towers falling and the numbers behind. You guys got to go watch that video. Okay, this video will help explain everything I'm connecting here. But anyways, when they talked about this casino being collapsed in Las Vegas yesterday, and don't forget, guys, Las Vegas is Sin City. That's connected to the devil too, right? The original sin, the forbidden fruit. I just brought all that together before. But look, they said the Tropicana Hotel towers tumbled. Again, connecting us to Tropicana oranges. And remember, this album with Trump connected to with the orange juice was called Breakfast in America. You have orange juice for breakfast. Okay, so it's all connected to this orange juice, right? And Trump and the orange. Remember, the word orange in gematria equals 33. Now, that explains why 2 days before the hurricane hit, on the anniversary of the Hamas attack on Israel, Trump was praying with these people, okay? And he was praying with them with an orange candle. Now, this is a candle here, guys, but it looks like an orange juice. Does that not look like an orange juice? 2 days before, he was doing this prayer with them and commemorating the attack on Israel, right? And he has in front of him what looks to be an orange juice. If you don't really pay attention, it's actually an orange candle, I believe. Which makes sense because you have to light it on fire, right? So fire, destruction. Okay, so now we're going to bring all this together. Remember, in my last videos, I've been talking about The Rock, how the Rock, the character of The Rock, is tied to the hurricane and the scorpions rock you like a hurricane. All right, so remember this, The Rock. How is this tied to all this? Well, The Rock is the dome of The Rock. Okay, we just had the dome where the devil rays play. We just had the dome get destroyed. And in the third temple, remember the end times, the Antichrist on the Temple Mount, where the third temple will be built, what currently sits there is called the Dome of the Rock. And look at the gematria of Dome of the Rock. It equals 138 and 60 like Donald Trump. And connecting this back to the Godfather, who I've already connected to this prior, the name of the Godfather, the Don, in the Godfather movies, his real name is Michael Corleone, which equals 138 like Donald Trump, like Dome of the Rock. And remember, this all ties back to the orange dome that was being destroyed yesterday. And this is just 2 days after Trump was praying with these people with the orange candle that looks like an orange juice. Okay? And Trump was wearing a dome on his head. You see this, the thing that they wear looks like a dome. Okay? Now, let's bring this all together because this all connects to 9/11. Remember, 9/11 is connected to Tisha B'Av, where the two temples are destroyed, right? And the two towers are destroyed. Well, this is all about the end time prophecy, guys. The Dome of the Rock, the Temple Mount, where the Antichrist will come, right? Now look, from 9/11 to yesterday's hurricane and the implosion of the Tropicana Hotel and the Tropicana Field, it was exactly 8429 days since 9/11. That's the 1054th prime number. In numerology, you discard the zero, guys. Forget the zero. Then you get the digits 154. Well, Tropicana Las Vegas implosion equals 154. The real name for the hotel is called Tropicana Las Vegas. And then you add the word implosion, which is what happened to it. It equals 154. Like the number of days that between 9/11 and the implosion breaks down to the 154. And that just happens to be the gematria of the Antichrist and Temple Mount, guys. And this connects back to the Dome of the Rock, which sits currently where they would want to build the third temple, the Temple Mount. Okay? So do you guys see how all this comes together? How all this stuff yesterday was connected more than just a hurricane. It's connected to the biblical prophecies. It's connected to the Antichrist, the devil narrative, Trump, the Godfather. So just remember, if you guys are confused, go back and watch and let it sink in how it works out, how Trump connects to the devil's advocate, and it mainly revolves around Al Pacino, who played John Milton like the hurricane, and Satan. And he also plays the Godfather, which connects both movies perfectly to Donald Trump. And again, they used his apartment as the devil's home. Okay? So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back with more videos. This is just a quick overview of what happened. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.